What's up, kids? It's Miss White. Welcome to AVID. I wish we were in person, but this will do for now, and hopefully we'll see each other soon. Today is going to be all about introducing you to the AVID class for this year. What are we going to be doing? What's in the syllabus? How do we get started? And tomorrow you'll be learning a little bit about me, and I'll get an opportunity to learn about you as well. So let's jump in today to figure out what to expect in our AVID class this year. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to show you guys how to access class material, go over the expectations, and then we'll check out the syllabus really quick. First of all, let me say, for this semester of remote learning, however long it goes on, attendance is different from how it was in the spring semester last year. So in order to get attendance for all your classes, which you need to graduate, you need to log into Canvas for every class every day and engage in the learning materials for every class every day. Let me say that again. You have to log into Canvas and engage in learning to get credit for being present that day. So it's a lot different from the previous semester in which, like, if you just turned in an assignment that week, you were counted present. This isn't about the week. This is every day. If you have questions about that, let me know, but I think I wrote it out pretty clearly in our module. So you want to start here. Well, I guess I should go back and kind of show you what is here to begin with. So the lesson modules I'll go over in a second. That's what you need to interact with every day. Course information has my syllabus and exactly what I just said about attendance put really clearly. I put it in written format here in case you need to access it through the immersive reader, which will read things to you, or you can download the actual document here. If I go back to the home page, I have an About Your Teacher page. This is where you'll learn about me a little bit, which you'll learn even more tomorrow. I'm so sorry because I rambled on in that video, but if you want to know about me, check it out. But here I have my office hours and the link to our Microsoft team. So what this means is during these times, you can expect me to be sitting on that team page. So if you want to live chat with me or video chat or talk via sound, like kind of like a phone call, then all you have to do is click on this team. It will prompt you. I'm already signed in, so it's not going to ask me. Well, maybe it will. Let's see. But you're going to have to log into your Microsoft account, and this is our team, meaning this is where you can be virtually in our AVID classroom. So slowly but surely, my internet is slow. Like I said, here you can start typing to me or you can meet with me, right? So probably I'm planning on already being on video in here, just ready for you. So there should be a join button here instead. You'll see that I'm already in a meeting and you can just hop in and join me. All right. Anyway, all right, let's get back to it. So the module page. The module page is where you need to go every day to get work done. All right. So, and it's pretty clear cut. It'll tell you the date. And as the weeks go on, each class is going to open for you. So first, the module overview is where you're going to start every single week. And then every day, you're going to access that day's lesson. I talked to Mr. Gallman, who's our assistant principal in charge of attendance, and he told me you cannot work ahead. I mean, you can technically, but you have to log in and engage in learning every single separate day. So beware of that. Please, please, please beware of that. You need to log in to every separate class every day. So you'll start in the module overview. This is the one for my junior class. So juniors, if you're watching this, this is yours. Seniors, I'm going to pop over to your course in a bit just for you specifically. But your courses look the same, right? So every week you'll have a module overview. It's going to give a kind of like a quick summary of what we're learning that week. So this week we're learning about the class and then we're learning about each other. I have the lesson schedule, so what you should be doing each day, and then the assignments and when they're due. And if you click on these links, it'll take you to that assignment directly. All right. Oh no, my camera's in the way. Let me move that. There we go. You want to hit next in the bottom right-hand corner each time to make sure you're getting every single page, because you need to read every page. And I know it's going to be a lot for you guys at first, but just expect, like, you know, if you were in class for an hour, it should take you about an hour to do each lesson. So it's as if you were in school, but you're virtual. Let me know if you've got questions or trouble with that, and we can I can walk you through it more specifically. So here's Thursday's lesson, okay? That's today. Today you should be reading the syllabus, and we're going to go over that in a second. If I click here, it's going to open my syllabus. And then it talks about the AVID senior contract, which I'll get to in a second. And then I just kind of put some notes here for what you need to know, and I'm going to go over all this in a second, but I want to draw your attention down to the bottom. Every day at the bottom of this page, I am going to have an overview of what you need to do to get attendance. So today, you have to write in a discussion board. I'm not going to read it to you because you guys are intelligent, you can read, but every day you have an attendance activity. That's how I'm doing it in my class to count you for attendance, so heads up there. All right, seniors, so now let's go ahead and look at what is going to happen this year in your class specifically. Congrats, you made it to your AVID senior class. This one is way different than any that we've had. Super bummer because the second semester of your junior year was cut short, so we didn't get a chance to do a lot of the things to prep you for your AVID senior year, but that's all right. We're going to catch you up on a whole bunch of stuff. So let's go ahead and look at your syllabus so you can see what exactly the things are that we're going to do. But just kind of an overview of what is going to happen is the fall semester, we're applying to college, we are applying for scholarships, we are applying to FAFSA, and that's pretty much it, the whole semester. And then the spring, we'll talk budgeting, we'll talk last minute prep stuff for college, sororities, fraternities, all that kind of stuff, more in depth than we've done in the past. All right, so this is the syllabus for AVID IV. If you don't, definitely follow us on Twitter. First of all, I have to shout out that Dylan Garcia has committed to college already. Like, holy smokes, what? The school year hasn't even started. Today is August 16th, and Dylan is committed to going to play baseball in college, and I am so proud. Congrats, Dylan. And Mason Baker has been accepted to his first university too. So awesome. I am just floored by the things you guys have been doing this summer. A couple of you have reached out about scholarship stuff, college application stuff, and wow, I mean, you guys are incredible, and I can't wait to see what you do this year. So anyway, I say that here because I posted about it on Twitter. So if you aren't following us on Twitter, you probably didn't know that already. We have been posting scholarship opportunities. I've been posting about Dylan and Mason, and please let me know. Tweet at me. Tweet at the Rough Rider AVID account. If you get into college, you get a scholarship so that I can celebrate. That is, I mean, guys, this is what it's all about. I want to shout you out. I'm so proud. You guys know last year, my seniors hit over $1.2 million in scholarships. This year, you guys better beat that. I mean, especially because there are only 27 of them and there are almost 50 of you. So I want to know. I want to shout it out. I want to share it on Twitter. So please follow us. I also have a Facebook page for us, but I don't post as much on there. Really, Rough Rider AVID Twitter is where you're going to find scholarships constantly. There are scholarships open. I've tweeted them. Go check it out. All right. Anyway, if you didn't get that, hopefully you understand now. Follow on Twitter. Tutoring opportunities. This is for in-person. So whenever we go back, this is when I'll be in my classroom. What I just showed you, though, the office hours are for remote learning. So make sure that you abide by those if you needed to meet with me during remote learning. These are required for remote learning. Canvas, Office 365. You're on Canvas, so great, you made it. Office 365 is how you'll access Teams and your email, and you need to understand how to access that. So go ahead and get that set up if you don't already have it done. Let me know if you need help. Yes, you will need a binder or similar organization system. Don't stress about that too much, though. I understand paper is not really a thing this year, so you're not required to have the 3-ring binder this year. Woohoo! You can if you want. Some of you it works for you, but I'm going to walk you through different options next week. So don't stress, but you are required to have some organization. All right. Planner, same thing. You are required, and I have mine next to me right now. Sydney Jones. I don't know if we're matching again this year. I got like the same updated version for the 2020-2021 school year. Hope you're matching me again this year, girl. But anyway, for those of you who need a planner, I went to Target online actually, and I got this for $10. But you don't have to spend any money because I'm going to walk you through apps. Google Calendar is my favorite. We'll do that all next week. Or actually, I think the week after. The week after we'll do calendars. But go ahead and get jump started if you want, because you are going to be required to have a calendar or a planner. Here are things that are not required but recommended, especially for in-person learning. I'm going to show you here my little desk setup later on in the semester, probably next week. But even though we're doing remote learning, I still have pens, highlighters, stuff like that, just in case. You guys know I'm taking classes online for my doctorate, and I still use this very rarely, honestly. Really, my first year I use it a lot, but just in case you want to be prepared. So you guys are about to be college students. You want to be ready for anything, all right? So if you don't use them this year, you'll probably use them at some point. So I would definitely pick up a few things just to be prepared. Then down here, it talks about what AVID is, your goals. If you didn't know, you are all required to apply to 5 colleges. All of you, every single one. So we'll talk about that in just a minute, but that's on here, that you must successfully complete college eligibility requirements, and you must enroll in a college or university when you graduate. So just a heads up, that's why you're here. You know this. We've been talking about it. I think you know that AVID is a college course if you don't already. Surprise! You're going to college next year if you're sitting in this class right now. And if your goals have changed, if you don't plan to go to college anymore, totally fine. But let me know, and I don't want to waste your time, because that's what this year's all about. You're required to apply to college. You're required to apply to scholarships. So just a heads up. If your plans have changed, let me know, and we'll put you in another elective, because again, I don't want to waste your time. All right, I'll just say that really quickly. That's all we're doing this year. Okay, so down here talks about grades, every class, what grades are like, and then just the expectations for seniors. So TRFs are going to be a thing still. Yes, they are. We won't worry about that for another 3 weeks or so, though. We'll do that like week 4, week 5. Now, your TRFs look different. You don't have traditional TRFs because you're seniors. You don't have to do a TRF. You will have to do something to show me that you're doing a study group. But again, we'll talk about that week 4, 5, and no more traditional TRFs. Hallelujah. I mentioned above, you do need a binder system or some kind of organization system. Talk about the next week. Planner, same thing. And like I just mentioned, you are required to apply for scholarships. You are required to apply for college. Those are major grades throughout the year. So be ready for that. And I'm going to walk you guys through. You started last year before we left for spring break to create your list of colleges. But the first few weeks of class, we are really going to talk about binders, planners, and then as the semester goes on, we're going to hit the ground running, applying to colleges, finding the right fit for us, and all that jazz. So that's really what this year is all about. Senior year, finding the right fit, applying to the right colleges. But I guess really quickly I can say here, because I know a lot of you are overachievers. Most of you are. That's why you're an AVID. You're awesome. You're going to be required to apply to 5 colleges. One is going to be your reach school. So a school that like is a dream. I hope that's USC for a lot of you. It actually is for a couple of you have told me. But apply to your dream school. Okay? Like, why not? The worst that happens is they say no. And so what if they say no? So then you go to another college. But definitely apply to that dream college. Maybe it's Hawaii, where my brother went to school. Actually, most of you can get in there, honestly. But one's going to be that dream school. We're going to pick 2 that are like, you know, maybe they're like great. You want to go there. Like they're good schools. And you can probably get in. It's not a guarantee, but you can probably. And then we're going to apply to a few that are like, you know, shoo-ins. You're totally going to get in. Like there's no way you're not. And then actually last year what I did is every kid was required to apply to TCC. And we all applied to one school together. So I think, oh, my puppy just knocked over. You guys, he's in the pillows. I don't know if you can see him right now. Oh my goodness, joys of teaching from home. Anyway, oh, look, he's being so cute. I'm so sorry, commercial break. Anyway, so, you're going to be we're probably all going to apply to one together. I think we're all going to apply to Texas Wesleyan. I'm still finalizing that, but the fact is it's a free application. And yes, it's a private school, and yes, it's here in Fort Worth, so a lot of you automatically won't want to go. But they give so much money in scholarships. So much money. All of you will get a scholarship. I guarantee it. So I think we're all going to apply there together. So we might actually be applying to 6 or 7 colleges. But like I said, we'll see, that's for later. But I want you guys to kind of have that in your head. So if you want to get a head start, go ahead and start applying. And if you want to help or want help from me, I can hop on Teams with you. We can video chat, or, you know, just shoot me an email. We can talk over email, whatever works. And actually, I should use that to point out, we have a remind. Please, 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 please go ahead and sign up for that remind. All right. I think that's pretty much it. I did mention up here community service. We're going to talk about that. It looks different in a pandemic. Obviously, I don't want any of you going to homeless shelters right now. I don't want you to get sick. I don't want you to put yourself at risk. But we're going to think a little bit creatively about how we can set ourselves apart to really make that college application impressive. We're going to have to think outside the box, but I do still want you guys doing community service. College entrance exams, another thing we're going to have to talk about. Many of you know schools are not requiring the SAT and ACT this year, which is lucky for most of you who like hate test taking. I know a lot of you have told me that, but also unlucky in that some of you, it might boost your application if you're a good test taker. So we'll talk about that later on. I don't think I'm going to require it this year just because colleges aren't requiring it, but it is on there. Let's talk about that later. I need to talk to my boss and see what she says. But yeah, something to think about. I recommend taking it if you can. I really do. If you can't, though, I'm not going to require it, I don't think. That's pretty much it. You guys know the rest of this stuff. Academic integrity is obviously important. We talked about that your sophomore year a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much your syllabus. Read it in depth on your own and let me know if you've got questions, but that's an overview of the year. And let me jump over in a second to your senior contracts. Okay, seniors, I am back to the Thursday lesson, and I'm going to go over the senior contract with you. I'm actually going to start on page 2, which is the student contract that you've been signing every year since you've been an AVID, and then I'm going to go pop back up to see what the additional requirements are for you as a senior. So first of all, you are all required to be in a college prep course, AP, pre-AP, dual credit, dual enrollment. You guys know this every year. To prep you for college, you have to be in one of those courses. You'll see next year when you are in a college classroom that if you are only in on-level classes right now, the jump is going to be way too hard from moving from high school to college. So you need to be in a college prep class to really actually prep for college. You need to pass all of your classes, not get in any trouble, all that jazz. Summer school is kind of over for you guys. You're done as seniors for the most part. And then yes, binder, like I talked about, TRFs, I just talked about when I was going over the syllabus. So you are required to have those things that we always have in AVID. Also, extracurricular activities, StuCo, yearbook, a sport, choir, color guard, whatever it is, do something outside of AVID. You guys know this, to put on that college resume and set yourself apart. You're different. Do it all. Show them what you got. And then lastly, just talked about the SAT and all that stuff. So you can read through this to make sure you agree to what you're signing, but you have to be an AVID. And I'm so sorry, my puppy might start barking again. This is fun. Teaching from home with 2 dogs, the joys. All right, up here is the senior contract specifically. Great time to pull out your planner and go ahead and put these dates in. You are responsible for meeting all of these requirements. First of all, like I just mentioned, the pre-AP AP class. And then over here, it says 4 colleges by November 20th. And then I talked about, when I was looking at the syllabus, TCC and Texas Wesleyan might be 5 or 6. So, but absolutely 4 colleges by November 20th, and then we may apply to the extra one together. Then over here, I will apply for 5 scholarships, and I will walk you guys through that. I'm going to give you a ton of resources. You can get started though now if you'd like to, and look at our Twitter and start applying to some that I put up there. So those are the dates that you are going to get major grades for scholarships. The Dell Scholarship will open October 1st, and we'll go through that together. SAT, ACT, I put on there, subject to change due to COVID-19, but I'm thinking by January 30th, we'll talk later about getting you guys to take that. FAFSA, you're all required to do FAFSA. We'll do it together. It opens on October 1st every year. It is financial aid from the government. Please make sure your parents understand that you're required to do that as an AVID student. All it is the government wants to see basically how much money your parents make. They look at your tax returns, and then they give you money depending on how much your parents make. But you can Google it on your own. It's actually about to be a requirement for Texas. Every single Texas student to graduate high school, they have to apply for FAFSA. That'll be, I think, for this year's sophomores or juniors when they graduate. It's going to be a requirement. So super important stuff. You're going to be doing that in our class. There's another scholarship you're required to apply for in February. Senior data in May. You're going to have to tell me where you're going to college, all that stuff. And I think that's really it. Show me any financial aid you get, scholarships you get, what your acceptances are, and that's about it. And there's going to be a system. You guys are going to upload all these documents. I think I'm going to do OneDrive this year. Last year I did Google Drive, but I think OneDrive's a little safer because it's password protected. We're going to upload all this, and that's how I'll grade it. But again, we'll talk that down the line. For now, just know these are your dates, and if you want to get a head start, you're welcome to it. But to sign this, it is a quiz. So you'll actually go, I need to move this so I can show you the next button, and this is how you will take it. It's locked right now for me because it's too early. I can't take it until August 20th, the first day of school, but this quiz is where you'll enter your name and your parent or guardian name, showing that you understand and will abide by this contract. And then here's tomorrow's lesson. You'll just want to keep hitting next until you get to the very end, and see, I don't have a next button, meaning I'm done for that week. Last thing I want to point out, this is for Friday's attendance. It says to do it on Friday. You can't work ahead. I actually locked this assignment, so you can't do it any earlier than on Friday. But to get attendance, you have to do that assignment on that day. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have questions. Anyway, I think that's really it. Miss you guys. Let me know if you have any questions or need anything. Tomorrow, please make sure you sign up for a meeting with me so we can chat one-on-one about what's going on with you this year, where we're going to go to college, what are our needs, so that I can really coach you specifically in what you need to get done. All right, y'all, I will see you soon. Bye.